有的人问我，你为什么不拍中国的黑的一面，中国的不好的一面？你为什么不拍？
I read the New York Times. I've noticed that the coverage on China has become more and more negative.
Most people in the Western world have a lot of misunderstandings about China.
We wanted the international audiences to experience China authentically.
I was talking about people living in the nature and without a special period.
I guess a lot of my friends say I have some yuanfen with China. You know, when you do something which you love, which you are meant for, which is your yuanfen, when do you really work? You don't. You're just having fun. It's a great blessing.
So, do you see me clearly?
Yeah, very clear.
My virtual background was Discovery logo.
Yeah, it's good.
I came here for the first time in 2001 to do a film which I was invited by what was called then SAFT. I think we are in the background, and obviously it can be new. So actually people who were recommending good friends and very good directors.
Also in the other countries. 我跟 Vic 工作是从2004年开始，他认为所有的这些项目，他之所以能这样，真的都是因为他特别喜欢，而不只是说这是一个工作。
Yes. And each project was also very special, not just for the topic, but also because it allowed me to meet and make so many friends. And some of them went on to become really good friends, deep friendships which have remained since then. And through those friendships was another way of coming to know this country. There is this stereotype that Chinese people are shy, or if you put them in front of the camera, they won't exactly appear to be Hollywood. Changing China was a film which we collaborated with director Cheng Gong.
这节课咱们还是要复习一个高考比较重要的知识点，就是那个丝绸之路。先看两幅图。
I knew he had that ability to bring out ordinary Chinese people in this manner.
好包啊！我脸这么光滑，如丝绸。
It is a fact that Chinese people are shy, but they're not shy to talk if you can find the way to collaborate with them.
你现在的情况很危险，你不可以星期一再来。
The new generation in the 21st century, carrying the spirit of this old culture, but reinventing it and taking the story of this culture, this country, to the next stage. And when we made the film, it was made in the context of the 70th anniversary of China as a republic. We thought the time had come to tell the story of China's development, particularly through its young generation. I know that you will have a much easier time telling what's going on in China if we can put ordinary Chinese people and their sincerity and warmth and authenticity straight up first.
Maybe my father not picking up. That's
my father sent me some messages, so I also send them some photos. So, but you know, through WeChat or through WhatsApp, I can still check how she's doing. You know, but both my parents are quite energetic, so they don't think so much, do what they will. We all do what we can. So, you know, that's keep regularly in touch. Or just share some stories. Also, my mother sharing some stories from her side. Some videos, like that. More than 2 years ago, when I lost some of my parents. Oh. Yes, that's quite, you know. You know, I come from India. That's, you know, where I was born, and that's who I am from my cultural standpoint. India and China are perhaps the only two countries we can genuinely be compared to each other. We are billion people countries with very complex histories and cultures. When you discover a country this way, it is truly special, you know, through its people, through these projects, through these, you know, films, which allowed me the privilege of understanding so many things.
So it's like if the ocean comes up, all the boats sort of go up. That's the general plan of economic development, and that makes sense. But President Xi has taken it to a new level. But now there are still some people who, because of geography, maybe in mountain areas, or because they have infirmities or disease, that it's not going to work for those people. So we have to have a targeted approach.
It's through these experiences, starting with China Time of Xi, we figured out that the best way to achieve it is to make them in China with our Chinese creative community.
It's not just the building the pretty buildings and growing the economy, but it's people's lives that are most important.
From the 1980s, when globalization became the dominant form of engaging each other in the world, and China came out of that process, taking advantage of globalization by participating in it and using it to create a particular kind of model, which became an inspiration for so many other developing countries, right? It was able to lift so many people out of poverty, it was able to create wealth.
大家都有的吃，把劳动有的吃哦。
他是我想1年半之前就通过社交网站联系到我。
Hi, I'm Joe Wang. I'm a comedian who spent half my life in China and the other half in the United States.
他对就中国人的思维方式比较了解，也想把中国的一些文化呀或者成就介绍出去。
Each project allowed me to enlarge a circle of Chinese friends.
Oh, nice.
Through them, I actually understood the small bits of real touchy-feely things about China, not the big stuff, but the everyday stuff.
尤其西方国家，他对中国的偏见很强，他就觉得我非要找到一些，中国的东西，能够让就其他国家也感到震撼。你比如说318那一集，他就在公路上找那些采蘑菇的人，通过这个公路给他们自己家的一些田园经济也好，或者是民宿也好，带来很多生机的这么一些故事。通过这些故事呢，来讲中国变化的故事。Oh, the word "jia," yes. Underneath it is a pig. Actually. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh, they had some GoPros.
That idea was born literally, standing in one of the, locations in the desert in Ningxia. They wanted us to see the deep efforts which go back 20, 30 years to greenify the desert.
Guo Changjang is a very representative example of local farmer. The next.
Good morning. Can I see that again? Just a bit after the title graphic. Called Made in China for the World. It's based on very clear debates, discussions, sometimes arguments early in the process of designing the idea together.
你们为什么不做？你们为什么坚持了？
这是我们的家园，我们离不开。他们说，我们现在不治沙，将来我们的子孙后代没饭吃。那么，只是说93年的这个五沙尘暴，对我们来说特别的伤心，我们的损失特别的大。我特别的心酸，我们不能多苦多累，要把沙质这小一点，要沙尘暴离我们远一点，绝不能再让沙尘夺取我们孩子，特别痛心。
I kind of use the example of being good baristas, how we make great coffee. So sometimes our Chinese partners can bring us the beans and we can be the baristas, but we do it together. I guess we have to commit them to.
Yeah.
I think it's straight down. There's a very old-fashioned movie theater in that area. Yeah, very. I want to see a movie there, but I've never seen one. But it's very classic old movie theater inside the hutong. I really love this building. It's much nicer if you see it in the day. It's really gorgeous, and it's still, it's a real theater. So I'm sure it's very interesting if you go in and watch a movie. It's very different from the shopping mall movie theater. All of us with our unique understanding of China, the same spirit, whether it's inside or outside, is expressed either ways, whichever way you look at it. Through these projects, I got the opportunity, and it's been a privilege of my life, to be able to experience China in this authentic way, in this real way, and ended up going through different breadths and corners of the country. It's a very special time, and like we said, it's a difficult, challenging time. We need to all reset and take the lessons of what nature and what things are, or the changing cycles of time are trying to tell us. What a great time to be able to use the real-life entertainment method or documentaries to communicate these changes.